Hi, welcome to the Windows Developer Day for the Fall Creators Update. My name is Vladimir Postel, and I'm a PM in the App Model team. Today, I'm going to show you how you can modernize your existing desktop application. It can be any app, WPF, WinForms, or even MFC. I'm super excited about it, so let's see what we have in the agenda today. First, we're going to talk about the deployment challenges today. Then I'm going to give you a quick overview about your modernization option, what you can do to modernize your current solution. Then I'm going to show you the Windows Application Packaging project that is now released in Visual Studio 2017 Preview Edition, and you can check it out. And the last but not the least, I'm going to talk about how you can modernize your app even further with new Windows 10 APIs, such as Windows Hello and notifications. So what are the deployment challenges today? There are millions of desktop applications out there, but the first challenge for the user is to find a trustworthy installer without introducing a malware or adware to the system. Once you install the software, you have to keep it up to date and get the latest features and the latest updates. And then once you decide to uninstall a certain software, how you can make sure that your system is clean again. You probably noticed that Windows start to be slower and slower over time, and this is partially happens because a lot of applications leaves a lot of files and registry key behind. Software vendors have a lot of challenges today as well. They have to invest in install and update technology, in monetization and licensing, and it comes with a lot of complexity and responsibility. So by modernizing your current desktop application, you can solve a lot of these challenges. On Windows 10, you don't have to build an installer anymore. We created an easy path for your current desktop application to the Universal Windows platform and to the Windows Store. All you have to do in the first step is to package your app as an Apex. And I'm going to show you in a few minutes how it can be done directly in Visual Studio just in few clicks. Once you package your app as an Apex, you can leverage from the trustworthy and simplified deployment mechanism. You can distribute your application through the Windows Store or through the Windows Store for Business. You can target 400 million users in 240 different markets. You can also add new Windows 10 APIs to your current application, such as integration with Cortana, Windows Hello, push notification, live tiles, and many others. I encourage you to learn more about this technology called the Desktop Bridge, and I'm going to add a reference in the end of this presentation. So there are more than thousands of applications that already modernized their solution, and you can find them in the Windows Store. Here are just a few examples. So if you package your application before in Visual Studio as an Apex, you're probably familiar with this solution tree. You had to add 2 additional projects. Here in the middle, this is the main project. This is a WPF app, which is a simple photo store app, but you had to add another JavaScript project to package it, and then you had to add another debugging project just to debug your app. So you don't have to do it anymore. I'm really happy to introduce the Windows Application Packaging project that is now available in Visual Studio 2017 in Preview Edition. And it can apply to any app, WPF, WinForms, or MFC. Once you package your app as an Apex in Visual Studio, you can leverage from the updated and new features that are available today only for modern apps, such as edit your manifest, configure your visual assets, and association with the Windows Store. So let's see how it works in action. Let's go to Visual Studio and see how easy to package your current solution. So this is a simple photo store app, a WPF. Let me run it and show you how it works. As you can see, I can select the picture here, rotate it, I can black and white. I can even crop the picture here. Then I can add it to the shopping cart here and upload it to the server. Pretty simple. So now in order to package this app as an Apex, all I have to do is right-click on my solution, add, new project. This is the new Windows Application Packaging project. So I'm going to call it photo modern package. Then I'm going to click OK. I'm going to select the latest SDK. And as you can see, I have another project here, which is my packaging project. It allows me also to debug my app, of course. And I have a manifest here, like modern application does. And you can configure the visual assets, capabilities, and the different configuration options here. You can see the assets here. And in order to add your application to this package, all you have to do is to add the reference here. I'm going to select the checkbox here, Photo Store Demo. This is my app. And now, once I set this project as the default, I'm done. Now, when I hit F5, my application packaged as an Apex. And I have a manifest. I also have an app identity. And with the app identity, it allows me to call Windows 10 APIs, such as push notifications, lifetiles, and many others. So let's go back to the slides. So as I said, you have an app identity, and you can call and modernize your application with new Windows 10 APIs, such as Windows Hello. You can integrate your app with Cortana and add notifications to keep your users more engaged and give more security for your users. So let's see a demo for how we can add these features to our current WPF app. So I'm going to go to this code here, to the code. And as you remember, we had an upload button. So instead of calling the upload function, I'm going to call the authenticate users and upload. So I'm going to authenticate my user first, and only then upload the picture to the server. I'm going to unmark all this code here. And I'm going to go through it just in a second. So the first thing that I'm doing here is defining this interop type. This is a type to bridge between the WPF and the UWP world. Then in the authentication function, I am creating this interop class, and then call the standard request verification for window async. This is the same way you will do in pure UWP development. Then I register for this delegate on the completion. Once the authentication completed and my users are safe to upload the picture, I'm going to upload it, and I'm going to also add a toast. I'm going to add a notification to be more engaged with my users. And adding a notification is just, as you can see, 4 lines of code. So let's compile it. So here is our Modernize app now. So when I add the picture to the cart now and trying to upload, I expect an authentication dialog. Here we go. This is Windows Hello. You don't have to insert a password. I click OK. And now my picture gonna boom. And here's the notification. Upload finished successfully. So my users know what happened. So let's go back to the slides. So we did this demo. So to summarize, you saw how easy to package your existing desktop application as an Apex and modernize it with new Windows 10 API. It takes just few clicks and few lines of code. You can then distribute it through the Windows Store. Here are a few references to learn more about this technology. We have a bunch of samples available on our GitHub public repository. And we released also an online course that is free, and you can that covers all the aspects of this technology. And I encourage you to check it out. So I want to finish with a call to action. Modernize your current desktop applications and solutions and distribute them through the Windows Store. Thank you.